Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my first official sit down video of 2023. I love doing this every single year. I watch back the video that I made this time last year, react to my goals, see what happened, see what, changed from what I set versus what actually happened. I love these little time capsules and I'm going to keep doing them forever and ever. This year's goals is very different from last year, so I feel like this will be fun to look back on in the future. Yeah, it is just so funny that every 12 months I'll be watching this back and be like, wow, so much has changed. I'm just so excited for this year. I feel like it's going to be a really, really good one. Very excited to look through these goals and see specifically what I was hoping for. I'm big into goal setting, manifestation, all this sort of stuff. And I do have some really crazy stories from just manifestation in general from last year. I feel like it's just been such a game changer. Before we get into that, let's watch the video from last year because I have not seen this since it's been uploaded, and I do this every year, make sure I don't watch it back so then it's a fresh reaction. So let's have a little squiz of what I wanted to do last year and see what came true. I bought the Step Pays planners. And I love this. This is not sponsored whatsoever. For the Clayco, there are a few products that I am going to be launching this year, so I've popped those in. I'd love to host a workshop. Before we get into that, the products that I obviously didn't mention in this video, but what I had written down was the aprons, which we have launched in 2 different shades of linen. They are so beautiful. I'm biased, but I just think they're the best. And then also the glazes and the full bundle. So we did all of those last year. Going into 2022, we had 1 product. So now we've expanded, honestly, more than I could have ever imagined. I think we have 8 products on the website now, which is really cool. And as I'm sitting down recording this, we are launching a new product today in collaboration with Mr. Consistent, which is fucking wild. I did not think in under a year and a half that this is where I'd be. I had no idea that I'd be 23 years old and doing pottery for a living. I'm not sure if that'll happen this year or next year, but I'd love to host a party of some sort and take a group of people through making a few pieces just for fun. I think that'd be awesome. So we did do this 3 times. I firstly did it for my birthday, kind of as a test run, just with my favorite people, which was the best way to, learn how to host people. So I did that. Then I also hosted one for my management team at Vive. We had all of the influencers from Sydney come to this event. So that was maybe 20 people. From that, we booked a job with Cronulla RSL and we hosted a clay and cocktails for 70 people. It was the most stressful thing I think I've ever done in my life, but I'm glad we did it. It was crazy. I definitely learned a lot from that experience. I don't know if events is something I'll go into. If I do, I'll definitely hire somebody to kind of run the majority of it because I was taking on so much load that I just burnt out completely. So, Love to buy a kiln. So for social media, and I've bought one. It's literally right there. In modeling, I've written 1 to 2 uploads per week on YouTube. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Look, 2 uploads a week. That's a lot. Back in the day, when we went into the first lockdown of 2020, I was uploading every 3rd day, which is crazy. But in saying that, that's all I did. I didn't do any other jobs because all my jobs were cancelled because of COVID. So pretty unrealistic now. Anyway, very realistic, I think. 1 a week is kind of good. And I feel like from an audience point of view, I like seeing 1 to 2 uploads from a creator every week because it gives you enough time to catch up and watch. Yeah. Prioritize TikTok. Yeah. I love TikTok. I watch TikTok literally all the time. I love it so much. But I never think about creating content on there on the regular. It'll be 1 TikTok here and there, and that's just what I do. Yeah, I'd love to make some more TikTok content for me personally and for the Clayco. Done. And we've had a few go viral last year, which is amazing. One on my personal page and a handful over on the Clayco, which is so good. I didn't realize what was happening until like weeks after, because I just like didn't see these videos go viral. But I'm so happy they did, and I'm so happy there was such a good response to the Clayco ones that just went completely nuts. So I would love to travel with a brand. If that is on the cards with COVID this year, I'm not too sure, but I'd really like to do like a trip or something with a brand. That would be really fun. I went on a girls' weekend trip with a hotel, and that was so much fun. I also did do a girls' trip again to the Gold Coast and worked with, honestly, shot content for a few of my favorite brands, which was so much fun. So I feel like we can still keep this goal in 2023, but just aim to do more of that and more brand work, which is always so much fun as a creator. Collaborate on a product with a particular brand. I don't really want to like go into detail just in case like it absolutely never happens. I think this might be more of a 2-year plan, but I would love to do like a Jessie Norbs X the brand. I think that'd be so cool. Let me know what brands you would like to see a Jessie Norbs collab, but I have a few in mind that I'm like, I would love my own product or range with that brand. That definitely didn't happen, and I was pretty disappointed, pretty heartbroken after like a partnership kind of came to an end. I thought that's where the partnership was going, but unfortunately like things changed and it didn't end up happening, but doesn't mean it can't, because I fully believe in this or something better. So this didn't happen for a reason, because I think there's something better in the lineup, or something else will come up on it. As I said in this video, 2-year plan. Look, she still could be happening, but we'll still keep trying to make these little things happen, because I feel like this is really what I would like to do. And these are a few other personal goals that I just wanted to throw in this video. Okay, so the first one is to use lash serum every day. Yes. I know it sounds ridiculous, but listen to you in this video. Can you hear yourself chatting in this video here? Look at this. The sass. See me, I can see you. You're not hidden. You can be in the video if you want. Yes, I did use lash serum every day. And look, hang on. Let me see if I can do a little zoom up. Does this do it justice? I feel like they have gotten so much better. I've been so consistent. Considering I had literally no lashes at the end of 2021. So I'm pretty proud of myself for being so consistent. I jump between like Lash Fridays I really like, and the Ordinary one. If you want like a more affordable lash serum, the Ordinary one is so good. I swear to you, in the last 4 weeks, can I just put like a side-by-side comparison of my lashes? And since then it's been amazing. From a month of using this serum, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna use it every single day for the rest of the year. Hopefully in 12 months time, when I'm filming this reaction, I have these beautiful long natural lashes that I hope I'm doing you justice. So far it works amazingly, so let's just keep this going, you know. You have very nice eyelashes. Okay, next goal, I want to do 10 pull-ups. We're at 6 currently, so I feel I'm at like 7 or 8. We're not there yet. Like 10 is achievable. 10 is a lot. Unassisted as well. I would love my 1 rep max of a hip thrust to be 180 kilos. I feel like it could happen. Still working on it. I think my max is 160 at the moment, but we'll keep it in the goals for this year. Know, my camera died. Hang on 1 second. Let's just go back to where we were. Okay, let's try again. And my deadlifts up to 70 kilos. I did say that, deadlifts up to 70 kilos, and I did a deadlift for 95 kilos, so happy with that progress. At the moment, I'm sticking between like 50 and 60, so it's really not that much of an increase. I just want to get stronger, really, and I just want to lift heavier stuff. Next Christmas, I would really like to travel back to Perth and see my family. Every single person in my family except my mum and my sister lives in Perth, and I never get to see them. So, and that includes like my dad and every single cousin that I have. So I would really like to go there for Christmas, because I never do that. I always stay here. The next thing did it, and it was so good. We went for like 2 weeks, and it was just so nice just to be back. And obviously you guys saw my dad got married. We had like a little ceremony for my nana, who unfortunately passed away at the end of last year. But yeah, my whole family was there, which was so nice. Oh my gosh, it was just so nice to see, like, even like my Perth friends who I hadn't seen in 6 years. Like, that is a long time. Okay, my screen recording isn't working anymore, so I'm just gonna quickly go through the last ones that I mentioned I would like to do, and it is going ahead at this point, is hire a van and go traveling with Simba. At this stage, it is booked and it's happening. I would like to get a tattoo. I know the one that I want, but you guys are just gonna have to wait and see until I get it. It's right here. This is it, and I love it so much, and it's so cute because it's for this little booty. Last personal goal is to do pottery on the wheel at least once a month. Look, I didn't do it once a month, but I definitely did a few times and made some really cool pieces, so I feel like that's fair. Okay, cool. So now that that is done, let's get into my actual goals for this year, because I'm so excited. It's going to be a really fun one. And later in this video, we can do a vision board. Hey, I think Maddie's going to come over and we're going to make one together. Whether it is digital or physical, I'm not sure yet, but you guys will see. Something I also just purchased, and it literally arrived this morning, is Georgie Stevenson's Life Happens For Me Manifestation Journal, which brings me to what I wanted to talk about, which things that happened this year that's just gone. This is obviously not an ad. I paid for this course myself, and you guys would have heard me talk about it before, but I did Georgie's, I think it's a 6 or 7 week manifestation course, which was the best. I'm so happy I did it. I got so much out of this course, and I think it just really helped me align, actually take action on what I wanted to do with my life. I couldn't speak more highly of it. It worked really well for me, and I put in so much work to make shit happen, and that's why my experience was so good. Some very specific weird things happened from this course. So we had been applying to houses since February. I started this course maybe in August, and I was in a really bad position. You guys have already seen the vlogs probably of the roller coaster that was last year and trying to find a new place. I had been applying every single weekend. Our weekends were full of going to houses. It was not fun anymore. It was just so terrible. Our old house flooded during the Sydney floods last year, and it was just a total shit show. We had nowhere to go. Our walls were missing. We were getting so sick from all the black mold up the walls. It was just a huge debacle that, like, I just felt like the universe was not on our side. We were getting approved to these houses, and then the same day or the next day would be rejected, and it would be this whole process being like, wait, what the fuck? Like, I couldn't believe. It felt like a punishment. Every place we get accepted into, we're rejected a second later. Obviously, in hindsight, trusting the process, we ended up here, which is better than anything that we would have got. Like, truly better than anything. And we never saw this place before we were approved. We never saw it. Ella came with her dad to check it out, and she was like, this is the one, you have to apply. This place was perfect. The best location. I cannot even tell you. I love this place. Long story, let's reel it back in. So I looked back at the first week I did Georgie's course, and some really oddly specific things that I didn't even remember writing down about what place we were going to be getting is exactly this house, and I didn't even remember some of the features that I was writing. So I was writing things that we'd like never really had before. Immediately close to the beach. A duplex or a townhouse? Tick. High ceilings with floor to ceiling windows. This is literally all around the house. A massive fat backyard. Again, we've never had a backyard before. We've only ever had an astroturfed courtyard. This backyard is bigger than the actual house, so Simi's pretty lucky. We wanted to spend under a specific amount of money and get a certain amount of bedrooms and bathrooms. Anyway, there was just some really random, oddly specific things that happened, and I was like, I don't even remember writing that, but it was just like, whoa. I think in my subconscious, I knew exactly what I wanted, and the universe was going to give it to us when we needed it, or like when it was the right time. Very lucky, very privileged, very grateful to have this house after such a long process of being knocked back. Anyway, so I bought this, so I'm gonna fill this out later. I need to have a proper look at it because I am a very physical manifesting sort of gal. I need to write everything down. I need to see it. So this is going to be great. But for the meantime, let's get into some goals for 2023. I've got my Steph Pays planner again. This is the best diary ever. I just love it so much. I'll never stop buying these every single year. So hi to my future self for watching this in 2024. What the f, that's going to be so weird. Again, like last year, I've categorized everything into different little sections. We've got the Clayco, we've got career, fitness, and lifestyle. For the Clayco, I want the Clayco to hit a certain amount of orders per year and a certain amount of orders per day. I want to launch the clay and cocktail bundle, which is happening tonight, so I can tick that off tonight. I would love to launch my own collection of ceramics on the website, whether it is just one-off things that I'd like to sell, I'm not sure. But now that I have a kiln, it is definitely possible to continue posting on TikTok regularly and hopefully have a few more videos that do really, really well. I'd love to improve on sustainability within the business. Obviously, that is a huge component of the business already, and I really try my best to be completely sustainable or compostable or recyclable. But I always think there's room for improvements. I'd love to hire 2 more employees. Last year I had 2 girls working for me. One ended up going into full-time work, which was always the plan anyway, but part-time I have a girl called Amy now, and I'm hoping to have 2 more employees by the end of the year. I'd love to hire some UGC creators because that is something that is fresh and new, and it's not like you're paying an influencer to post about something. It's like you pay somebody to create amazing content for you and you share it on your pages, or you can put ad spend behind it. And that is all I can share for the Clayco for now. Some things have to be private. So getting into the career stuff for myself personally, my modeling career, social media, all of that sort of stuff. So let's get into that. There is a particular brand I'd like to sign on as an ambassador, and a few brands I'd love to just continue my overall partnership with from the last year, 2 years. I've also popped on here to travel with a brand like last year. The next one is enroll in acting classes again. So for those who don't know, I actually studied acting straight out of school and I loved it. Unfortunately, I was in a really tough position where it was like I had a lot of external pressures to go to uni after finishing up acting for the year. So it was like either I could pursue this really risky career or go to uni and do something stable. So I picked uni. Uni didn't work out for me. I still have 1 year left of my degree, but I'm never gonna do it. It was just not for me, but that's okay. It was a learning experience, and I know that that is not for me and not a career path I wanted to take. But I'm actually 2 weeks back into acting, which is super exciting. And that came from Georgie's course too. I don't know where it was in my soul that it came from, but it was like, you need to do acting again, give it another go. And so I'm back in acting. I love it, and a lot of the goals this year are actually focused on that, so you'll see that throughout this video. So continuing on from my acting classes, I am going to sign with an acting agent and I'm going to do a bunch of castings and see where that leads me. I'm hoping to get into TV and film, so we'll see what happens. I have a really strong belief in myself that I can do this and I'm meant to do this. I think since I was like even a kid, I was like, I always want to be an actor. And so I started a YouTube channel because I was like, well, I just do it myself. I'm 23 years old. I'm young enough to still like give this a really good crack. I don't have too many like responsibilities or anything like that. Obviously I've got Simi. Simi, you are a responsibility. And then just the usual goals of like keeping up to date with content, weekly YouTube videos, and consistently posting on TikTok, Instagram stories, feed, reels, blah, 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 blah. So please expect some consistent and good quality content this year. Fitness, I've popped in to do 180 kilo hip thrust again, 80 kilo squats, and 110 kilo deadlift. And now into the lifestyle category. This is really random, but I really want to go and see a psychic or medium, because as I've gotten older, I've definitely gotten a bit more into like the spirituality, manifestation, all this sort of stuff. And after a year of a lot of grief and loss, I would love to go and see a medium and see if anything comes out of that. I'd love to do another van trip. We did 2 last year. I'd love to do another one this year with Simba. And finally, there's 3 places I really want to go. I want to go to New Zealand, Fiji, and Melbourne. I've booked the Melbourne trip. We are going for the Formula 1, which I'm so excited about. I love the F1 and I missed out last year, but I'm so excited to go this year. All right, so that is my goals for this year. So you guys can kind of get an understanding of where I'm headed and what the content is going to be for this year. I'm so excited. Let's get into making a vision board.
It's just a coping mechanism.
Oh my God.
Did the stories and now you're
Both so good.
You talked about being brave. Being brave.
Jessie! The feels. Oh my God. And then Ella was crying and so I was like, get a mush nut and look off.
But that's so fun. It's like a challenge. A
Yes.
challenge is so good.
Yeah, like obviously we just started back. I feel very new to it again, but like still fun.
Yeah.
I could be your alpha, I could be your Romeo. Tell them boys back up, I ain't going nowhere. I'm before that back up, put it on your story so all your friends see it. Everyone
Okay, so Maddie has left. We've gone through our vision boards and finished them, and I'm so excited to chat through the ones that I made. I made one for my desktop and also one for the background of my phone. I used the same images, but I've just gone onto Canva, typed in a template, and then like added a bunch of photos, which was so easy because I had like the sizes ready. We're just gonna scoot over here so you don't have to look at my rubbish bin. I'll pop my vision board up here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But we've got a few things that I've obviously mentioned earlier in this vlog, but the main things are my ceramics in the front with a bit of a studio vibe, my kiln. We've got a bit of travel up in the corner, the lifestyle, relationship. We want Simi and the van. Then over to the right is more like lifestyle, work, modeling, social media, that sort of thing. And down the bottom we have a lot of scripts, TV, this sort of vibe I really like. I've got the director's chairs. We have lovely Margot Robbie as our inspo. And yeah, just some like friend stuff down the bottom too. Just hopefully going on lots of girls trips or brand trips, whatever can come from that. And yeah, then I've also got some of my fave little quotes as well. So that's a little recap of my vision board of what 2023 is gonna look like. So I'm really excited and I'm excited to bring you guys along. I feel like this year is gonna be so much fun and I'm really excited to document it. It's gonna be a good year. I'm so excited. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked it and I'll see you in my next video.
people never make it out. I'm a 5-star brain in a 2-star town, and I'ma give it back when I have enough money in my hands, enough for the friends and the fam, and I owe it all to Yahweh.